used to get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. It's the USC Trojans and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. St. Clair. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. This rivalry nearly 100 years old now, guys, dating back to when Newt Rockne had made the Irish a power and Howard Jones had done the same for the Trojans.
So many names, and then if you go recent, I mean, everybody remembers the Bush push and just so many great games in this matchup. Every year it seems like the game means a lot, and obviously, Palmer, you add a trophy, it just gets way better.
It's like the greatest players to ever do it. I mean, Joe Montana for Notre Dame, Marcus Allen, his Heisman Trophy with the Trojans, and you're right. We could go on and on and on, and it always seems like those guys play their best games in this rivalry classic.
Throws it back. Intercepted in the first drive, in for the pick.
And how about the defense setting the tone in this game? First drive, first mistake made for the offense. Nice job forcing the INT. And how about this? They had 3 last week. They're looking to get 3 again this week.
Making the adjustment on the play. From the gun, it's Mobley. Pass to 6. At the 35, he's got room. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Let's see what he can do with the return. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Give to the running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up third and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tavian St. Clair. He's got it. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Takes the easy completion. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Throwing St. Clair. Oh, pressure's coming. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quick give. It's Mobley. Squirts across the 30 to the 32. A pickup of 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. In traffic, it's Graham. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Fresh set of downs going up top. It's dropped after taking the hit. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do it, it's the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
They're facing a 3rd down. Making the adjustment. Right back to the well. There is just nowhere to run. 3 straight times and not one single inch forward on any of them.
Well, you got to wonder about the play call there. 3rd and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now you've got 4th in California.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there.
Shakes a man, and he might take off. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, USC!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air.
Oh, they want the 2, and the holder tries to throw for it. And they cannot keep the pressure off the quarterback, and that is a costly sack for this offense. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They don't need a bunch on second down. The run inside. It's Mobley. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Back to pass, it's Hebert. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. St. Clair stepping to the right. He's going to take off. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Throws quickly. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Tavian St. Clair. Wesco open on the right side. He's got it. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Again, it's St. Clair. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Turns it on down the left side. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And that's one the quarterback would love to have back. At this point of the game, it's tight on the scoreboard, and if that guy's not open, nothing's there. You got to throw that thing away, or you got to tuck it and run, take a sack, live to play another down. That's a decision the quarterback wishes he had back.
Yeah, because you're so frustrated because you're in a position to get points. And, right, when you start getting down there, Palmer, they talk to you all the time. Don't give away points. Make sure you're smart with the football. Don't try to do too much. He tries to do too much. He pays for it, and the defense takes it all the way back to the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
On the move. Fires downfield. He'll be thinking about that one. Almost an interception.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Finds his target. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Second and long here. Again, it's St. Clair. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bowman. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Throwing St. Clair. Right side, it's Clark. Oh, he's got some space. He'll work his way down to the 28. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line. Running inside, it's Clark. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Under pressure. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Burrowing for yardage. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. St. Clair. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Out wide left, it's Clark. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on third down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. They're all over him. Got some room in it to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they cut it to a 14-13 game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Irish back on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Hebert. Looking left. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground. And so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
The Irish send out the punt unit. Catches it at the 30. He's got great speed. Can they catch him? The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. St. Clair. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, and he's lucky to get that one back.
you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He gets nothing, nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. The Trojans will try to convert on fourth down. Needs it. Got an alley. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. Able to move the chains, and they still have a chance after picking up the first down. Throwing St. Clair. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. To the air, it's St. Clair. Unleashes it. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
And it's no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to throw on first. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Gilbert. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Long way to go on second down. He's changing the play. Back to throw, it's Hebert. Fires left. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Motion from the back. Maybe a double pass. Rush is on. Upstairs to make the catch. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. St. Clair can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That's caught. It's Anderson. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Left side, it's Miller. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Good, right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A great catch and run for 6.
And that is exactly what this offense needed to have happen. They had to come up with a big drive, with a big touchdown here at the end of the quarter. That's going to help their confidence. They've now got the lead heading into halftime.
They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with the Michigan State Spartans taking on the number 17 team, the UConn Huskies.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Out wide right, it's Young. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Plows his way ahead. There he goes, ripping through the defense. The 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Irish! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off on the ground, a 67-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try. Lets it fly! And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Second and long here. Tavian St. Clair. Got it. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on third down. Push is ahead. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. And the Trojans will hustle to the line.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Might as well give it to him again. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
On the run, deep down the right side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Look out! Chase to the right. Has to throw it away on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Quarterback changing the play. They'll run him again. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Off play action on 1st down. He's got it along the sideline. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Trojans in the hurry-up. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing St. Clair. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Oh, pressure's coming. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to get started. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Danzy. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun. Out wide left, it's Young. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll try to get it through the air. Under pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw, it's Washington. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Drops back on first down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He'll get rid of it. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Right side, it's Bowman. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Powers inside. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The Trojans will have it 1st and 10.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
2nd and long here. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Caught, turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, looking for a man. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he almost had a pick.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Wants to throw again. They're all over it. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Washington. Rush right in his face. Touchdown, Southern Cal. He got it right inside the pylon. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the middle. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Holds on, it's Gilbert. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Hits inside, it's Young. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They give it to him again. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. He shanked it. It'll go out of bounds. Depends on where they spot it, but looks as if it'll be around the 45. offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings. Unloads it downfield. He caught it. Touchdown, Trojans. Once he got some room, it was over.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Straight ahead, it's Young. Not a lot of daylight, he gets one to the 32. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Finds his tight end. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Fresh center downs going to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away.
Booster! Where did he go?
They'll try to get the first through the air. Out wide right, it's Young. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Right side, it's Gilbert. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Mobley. Knocked down immediately. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Handoff again. They put the brakes on him.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
Finds a crease, it's Mobley. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. After a hard-fought victory, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame have won the right to take home the coveted weapon of Gaelic combat, the jeweled shillelagh. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.